Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I would like to talk about the yearly overview in 2024 for the company Microsoft. In the previous position, the full card means something unpredictable and a brand new beginning. So, did they recently initiated something brand new before the year of 2024? Um, the full card can also be related to something unexpected, something out of ordinary, um, that we don't see it coming. Um, in this case, for some reason, cyber attack came to my mind. So in this case, I think it can be one of the major things that they have to deal with, or they have been dealing with, is about the security problems of the system. Um, Currently, Ace of Pentacles means the new beginning of prosperity. They might find new ways to increase the income, uh, new ways to, um, you know, they might announce products that will lead to new source of income. Um, However, the Wheel of Fortune card crossing it, though, the Wheel of Fortune card is, first of all, it is a major arcana card which is representing major energy that cannot be ignored. Wheel of Fortune sometimes, it means a turning point of events. Nothing is constant. So which means things that have been working well for the company right now, this year, it will turn to the other side. So they have to put in the effort to keep things working, because the stability they had before, I don't know, maybe it's about the system, maybe about the company structure, anything that they had been relying on, and they believe that will be a solid ground. Things gonna change. And things that were not working well before, they're probably gonna turn to, a better place this year. So, uh, in general, Wheel of Fortune is about things hitting a turning point. So, my suggestion is not to expect uh, the reliability that we have been relying on all these years. This year it might change, but the things that didn't work before, probably it's gonna be better. Wheel of Fortune card can also mean things that are out of their control. So this is something that we have to be aware of, because as I mentioned, the cyber attack can be in the picture of the company. So that is something that can get out of control, out of control, just like my voice. So this is something that cannot be ignored, and we all need to be careful of, especially the company itself. They cannot be expecting things to go well, but on the other hand, they have to expect the unexpected. Six of Cups at the top of this spread. Um, Usually it means nostalgic, it means something from the past. Um, for some reason, I think this can be a problem, because they're experiencing a new era in the computing industry, and things are changing. Um, but they're thinking about the past. So on the upside, it's possible that they would like to tap into their past histories in regards to competition and how they gain the prominence. They might want to look at the past to consider what they want to do in the future. But for some reason, I feel like it's more about feeling nostalgic than to actually improving things. Because I strongly feel like there is a vibe that uh, where the situation get out of hand and they just have to deal with that matter, but for some reason they're not quickly enough to deal with the matter, so that's a problem. um, Queen of Cups at the bottom means feeling emotional, um, like they're trying to run the company with some kind of intuition. Like they feel like, oh, they need to do this, then they're gonna do this. They feel like they need to do this. uh, well, sometimes intuition, uh, when it is being used properly, then is a good thing. But in this case, for such a big company and the Queen of Cups at the bottom, I feel like there's some kind of emotional manipulation that is happening. Um, and the Queen of Cups energy is not always consistent. Um, is highly emotional, and also uh, definitely it can change because emotions in itself, uh, they can change from time to time, right? Right now I'm seeing for some reason I see a truck that is moving a very huge house. You know, there are houses that can be moved by a truck, right? I don't know why when it comes to my when I see this in my window, I just feel like I think maybe Microsoft will consider moving something. Is it moving the headquarters? Or maybe some kind of major operations they're gonna probably make a move. There might be a relocation somehow in some sense. Because the Wheel of Fortune can also mean relocation. They have to make a major change in order to, I don't know, maybe be secured and also um, to facilitate what they need to do, what they want to do. Yeah, they feel like they need to change. So, yeah, King of Cups in the future position means that um, there are probably problems and situations where the company itself will feel very emotional about. That is related to the Queen of Cups energy. But in the coming future, I do feel like that they will move beyond that kind of Queen of Cups energy and enter the King of Cups energy, which is kind of different because King of Cups energy is about, as you can see, someone who is sitting uh, on a chair, is like on an island, and you can see the waves, the ocean behind him. Uh, the waves are turbulent, and but he is calm and stable. Amid all the problems that are happening right now, um, or maybe in the future period of time, um, things can get kind of unstable, but they will have the mentality, um, the emotional maturity to deal with the problems. So emotionally, I feel like um, the basis is still represented by the Queen of Cups, so it's kind of still unstable. But they will try to stabilize themselves and carry out what they have to carry out in order to 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 function properly, right? Okay, then the Page of Wands, um, it tells us about the workforce of a company, and also there will be news coming about probably the benefits of the employees and how they are creating more jobs or actually less jobs. Um, so yeah, the jobs that are related to this company will be in the spotlight somehow. Knight of Pentacles after that, um, as I mentioned before, Knight of Pentacles, it is the slowest knight among four of the knights. All the other knights, they are moving towards a direction, and they have um, they are more mobile than the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is about steady and slow progress, but the Knight of Pentacles has the persistence to move forward with their plans. But the downside is because of the speed of the Knight of Pentacles, it is um, when Wheel of Fortune is presented on the spread as something that can actually alter the company direction, that means probably the company is not responding fast enough to the events that are happening. Because of the speed of the Knight of Pentacles, there comes the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is about conflict, conflicting interests. Um, it can be internal conflicts within the company, or maybe because of their, you know, inability to actually respond to some things that are getting out of hand. And at the end, there will be the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords is about heartbreak and something that is just sad in general, being, emotionally drained and drowned in sadness. So I feel like the Wheel of Fortune card can actually really be a turning point for Microsoft this year. There can be something major that happens to the company that actually turns the destiny of the company around. And it's gonna be a sad thing, unfortunately. Um, and somehow I feel like it's about some kind of cyber attack and things that are not totally under their control, and they will be like, I mean, just be aware of the surprise that will come up, because the company itself, it will use a slow, steady uh, progress to deal with the matters, but the matters that they are dealing with, I don't think they are supposed to be dealt with in such a pace, in such a speed. So because the Wheel of Fortune is an energy that is constantly changing, are they dealing with viruses that are constantly changing, or situations that are constantly changing? Can that be regulations? Yeah, it's possible. So I feel like the company of Microsoft, they are dealing with situations that can get out of hand, but they feel like they can use their previous approach to deal with the changes, but it's not going to work out because things change already, and we cannot use the same way to deal with all the changes all the time, and there has to be a new approach to deal with the problems that Microsoft is facing or will be facing this year. I think it's not going to be an easy year for the company Microsoft. and it's gonna be emotional for the company. And I think first of all, if they want to change the situation for the better, they actually have to stabilize their emotions, and don't feel like they are the king of the world, because when there are a lot of kings throughout the centuries and throughout the world, and sometimes when the energy gets kind of saturated, they can get stagnated and don't want to change. But when the wheel of fortune is happening, change is definite. It cannot be escaped. It has to be changed, and there's no other way out. They have to change the approach, their speed of doing things, so that they can adapt to the situation. So I think that flexibility can be the key thing to make it sustainable for the company this year. But at the same time, emotional intelligence can be playing a huge role for the company. Like people and the administration, they have to be wise and you know um, and they have to acknowledge the change, and to deal with the change with a different manner, different from before, because the stability they have been relying on, it will be gone, and it will be changing towards something um, that has to be responded in a very quick manner. So if they are able to recognize the change that they are facing and be okay with it, and not being drowned in the sadness and the past glory, then that will be the best for the company. So the key is about the wheel of fortune, the ever-changing circumstances they are dealing with, and being flexible, uh, and being emotionally stable while being flexible, in regards to their policies and about their solutions. So, and I think that there will be events that will make the collective feel bad about and feel sad about. Um, so I think there will be at least one particular huge event that will lead us to feel disappointed about a company. So I hope this video shines some light to all of you. And if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing. I appreciate your time and patience, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.